cheat codes. If you wish life had them, this video is for you. Here's probably the best one, and it's so simple, like I can explain it in like 3 sentences. First sentence, human beings make decisions based off feeling, not logic. Second thing, depending on the circumstances of our birth, we are each going to have our own individual circuitry, and that's going to affect whether we feel things for ourselves or we feel things for other people. And the third thing, practice makes permanent. It's not about being perfect. It's about what has been solidified in your brain. And most of us have things solidified in our brains and in our bodies that may seem very normal, but are unnatural as fuck for us. Now, before I show you this hack, save the video so that you don't lose this. And if you don't know what your body graph looks like, go to ReikiMarco.com, generate one, it's free. This particular life hack is focused on the sacral. This is the sacral right here, this red center. Now, if it's red, you have what's called a defined sacral. You're going to feel your sacral impulse. So with this exercise, it's going to be your sacral that's responding, and you can learn to trust that sacral. You probably don't, or you may not. I don't want to project. But you got to learn how to trust it if you want to live a great life. Now, if you have one of these, an undefined sacral, that means that when we do this exercise, chances of somebody else's sacral sound coming through your gut, especially if you're like around somebody or you just had sex or you're with somebody a lot, the chances of somebody else's sound coming through you is high. Your sacral is not always going to tell you what you have energy for or what you don't have energy for. It might tell you about other people's stuff too. So now here's the hack. I'm just going to ask you questions, and all you got to do is respond uh-huh or uh-uh. See, the sacral there has a language, but it's not like what I'm using here. It's ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, it's that. And like I said, most people are super disconnected from that. So I'm going to ask questions. It's going to go fast. It's not about getting these right. It's literally just about participation. Are you ready? Wonderful. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Did you take the breath? Was it a deep breath? Are you a man? Are you a woman? Are you outside? Do you feel warm? Are you hungry? Do you feel emotional? Are you happy? Are you sad? Have you lost anything recently that's very dear to you? Are you experiencing any pain because of that? Do you know where that pain exists in your body? Do you feel stressed out? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel safe? Do you feel anxious? Can you make your hand into a fist? Are you wearing any jewelry? Are your nails clean? Do you have a lot of energy? Are you tired? Is this interesting to you? Can you take another deep breath with me? Excellent. Let's talk about this. Well, talk more. And first of all, congratulations for making it this far in the video, because a lot of people I know, they stop at like the first 10 seconds. So the fact that you made it to this point in the video, wonderful. I'm going to give you some little gems. Stick around till the end. Now, the magic of having a defined sacral here is that when it comes to your sexual creative energy, your sacral will always let you know whether or not you're generating energy for something or whether you're not generating energy for something. This is insanely valuable information. Like, ignoring this information is literally the difference between I'm frustrated, I hate my life, I don't want to be alive, and I'm so satisfied. I can't wait to wake up tomorrow because I'm so satisfied and I love my life. Listening to the uh-huhs and uh-uhs that come from you and your defined sacral is not something that any of us were shown in school how to do. We were taught, oh, make smart decisions, use your brain, think about it really hard. No one asks, hey, how do you feel about this? They're like, what's the right answer? And that creates a conditioning for most of us to suppress whatever we feel and whatever sounds are coming from our guts, almost to the point that some people can't even hear them. But again, the magic is that you have an internal compass that will let you know, I'm going to do that. I have energy. Or, I don't want to do that. but I might do it if it makes sense. I'll just won't enjoy it and I'll hate you for making me do it. Anyway, the other side of the coin, the magic of having these undefined sacral is that I, as someone with an undefined sacral, can tell whether or not people actually have energy for the things that they're doing or they don't. Having an undefined center means that we can sample information in the environment around us and in people around us, meaning that I'm creative and sexually empathic, which, if I'm not aware, I can mistake other people's sexual and creative energy for my own sexual and creative energy. I might end up committing to something or decide to do something not because I actually have energy for it and it's exciting to me, but because somebody else is excited about it. If this sounds familiar, you probably have an undefined sacral. Now, the split across the population is like this: 30% of the world has undefined sacral, 70% of the world has defined sacral. So there are more people, statistically speaking, with this defined sacral, with this ability to tune into their gut and know immediately whether or not, yes, this is something I have energy for, or I don't like this, this is not my vibe. Regardless of whether your sacral is defined or undefined, you will benefit from practicing these sacral calibrations. You will benefit immensely from tuning into the sounds that come from your gut. It's not just confusing madness. I mean, when you really start to look at it, like the mind and the thinking and the thoughts, that's very confusing. The gut is either like, ooh, or, And if you think this is cool, wait till you see this. So depending on what gates are active in here, you see how these have, like, this has the 5, the 14, the 3, the 9, and the 27. This one has a different configuration. These also have different configurations. Those activations are actually going to tailor a unique flavor of sacral response. And if you want to learn about what those flavors are, I offer reports for $20. They're fully customized to your body graph, and everything that's relevant about you from human design is going to be in this report. And I also designed them not to overload you, which, if you do get overloaded, I did my best, but this is an overwhelming amount of information that I attempted to make very digestible. And based off the feedback, I'm doing a pretty good job. So if you want to claim your report, visit ReikiMarco.com, plug in your information, scroll down just a little bit under your body graph. You'll see a buy button, $20. That's all it costs. This sacral is literally one of 9 centers, guys. There's so much information encoded in this body graph right here, and the reports is just going to make it clear to you in plain English what all of this means for you. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for getting in tune with your sacral, because for me, the whole reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to live into a world where people are frustrated because they don't know that their sacral exists. So help me spread the word. Share this with someone if it touched you. Comment and let me know if any part of that calibration was challenging or if you have any questions. And don't forget to grab your report. It will literally be the best $20 that you've invested into yourself ever.